So Congo had two choices because Congo is not getting any support from any African country anyway, you see, because many of those leaders should not be in power. Once we have a collection of more leaders like the ones in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, then there'll be hope that there'll be more African countries actually helping other African countries. So for the time being, they're not there. In fact, the countries that were sent to try to resolve the conflict between Congo and Rwanda, initially Uganda, and then Kenya, they ended up stealing Congo's resources, and in the case of Uganda, killing literally millions of Congolese. So Tshisekedi's choice was run and sell your country, mortgage your country to the United States, the same country that brutally murdered Patrice Lumumba, 1961, wait to be conquered by Rwanda under General Kagame. So Kabila decided to sell his country to the United States. And what this article does not mention, a much more serious issue that this is very similar to what happened at the Berlin conference. Yes. Only in this case, you have Africans signing onto this agreement as well, the documents. In the Berlin conference, African leaders did not even know that there was a conference ongoing to partition the continent. They just saw Europeans coming with the military and saying, oh, this country belongs to me now. Get off my land. But in this case, Tshisekedi and Kagame were in the White House signing this. So here's another thing this agreement says that is not in the article. It does say, as the sister pointed out, that the United States has the right of first refusal.
Yeah.
But it does not say that if Congo wants to negotiate over these minerals with another country, it has to first contact the U.S. ambassador in Congo.
Puppet government.
So how does this get more, you cannot get more explicit than that, right? This is Berlin in 2025, right? In order for the Congo to even contemplate negotiating with a party that is not the United States, you must first inform the U.S. ambassador. Beyond that, I don't even see the purpose of adding additional comment.
Wow.
Because the sister covered the elements of the article very well. But I might add two things. Congo could use this interim period to build up its national institutions, to build up its security forces and its army, so that if Trump indeed completes his term, which is 3 years left, at the end of the 3 years, you have a viable armed force that can secure your border and your sovereignty, right? That's option one. Option B, the Congolese elite, including Tshisekedi, the president, will do, as Trump said, make a lot of money. And then in 3 years' time, nothing would have changed. You would have made a lot of money. You'd still have the ragtag army. Congo's population is over 100 million. Rwanda's population is 10 million. And yet Rwanda can conquer Congo anytime it wants. So if nothing changes in 3 years' time, the elite, the Kabila class, Tshisekedi class will make hundreds of millions of dollars. And then Trump will go. And then Rwanda will. Kagame, of course, would still be there. He's not going anywhere. Rwanda will then annex Eastern Congo after the U.S. interest is gone. But for the time being, it seems that the U.S. is serious about making money, because last week, when Rwanda conquered additional territory toward Burundi, the U.S. was very clear in what its ambassador at the United Nations said. It didn't mince words. It said Rwanda controls M23. Rwanda is responsible for this new conquest. Rwanda is directly commanding M23, and the U.S. will take action against anybody who spoils this agreement. So, in order for them to make their money, they're even willing to take care of Kagame. So, it means that, at least for the time being, so long as they're making their money, as Trump said, Rwanda's hands are going to be a bit tied in terms of just conquering. Because as the U.S. ambassador to UN said, we don't want spoilers, you see? But as soon as this thing fades in 3 years, if the Congolese are not changed the armed force, the spoiler will come back and take over the Eastern Congo.
That's it.